How's it going, everybody? I am Donut, and we are reacting to Barry, Season 2, Episode 4. What? What? I'll give you 2. I don't know what that could be in reference to this, episode? Like, who is going to be saying what? I mean, it could be the class's reaction, maybe, to Barry being found out as the murderer. Because, again, I think that's going to happen this episode. I think I could see Louch coming here and seeing all this happen as Barry is going to be choking this guy. I assume that's how we're going to start out, too. Just immediately back into it, right? Let's find out. Yeah, right back into it. The wind is howling. He's ready to snap. He is hearing nothing. He's eating. Where are they? So, have they left and gone somewhere else? Okay.
Sorry, I said, did you grow up out here, Bobby?
My name is...
Oh, sorry. Barry.
I grew up in Cleveland.
You guys must
That
have
was a great title thing.
So, Sally, we saw
Little
you
drop.
on that space show. Hey, I got this. My treat.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like he's not being aggressive, so how do you you don't want to start being aggressive.
But the other day you mentioned
But he
that
is
you
being
were speaking to Kate about a
little bit
play.
passive
Yeah, I'm
aggressive.
playing you in
Yeah,
it.
no, that's not sort of.
I mean, it's a scene in a play that she wrote, and it's great.
Yeah.
Is that what you come
And
out
she's
here?
just being the
No.
weak woman right now.
Like I said, I was headed to San Diego on business. Something I could see?
No,
No.
not gonna happen.
Yeah, well, because it's not really like a show. It's not really like a play. It's more like a scene, and it's kind of more like an exercise.
Not an
and we're-
exercise,
Well,
it's a
it is
show.
at this
We're
point.
ju-
It's an exercise.
But it's gonna be
we're
a
in
show
this
that we
class
perform
together,
in front
and,
of people.
Yeah, Barry is not.
we do
I'm
this
glad that Barry's
exercise,
not letting her
and
get out of
show.
this.
Not really
that she
about
wrote.
you. It's more about me and my life, and so it's not really the kind of thing that I think you'd be bored.
It's gonna be great.
I'm glad that Barry did not try and let her just squirm her way out of it. But yeah, you need someone else with you in that sort of situation that's going to keep you strong, like he was doing.
Great stuff.
Hey!
Oh,
What? You weren't like this
That's
last
awesome.
time. I mean, I guess he was wearing the hat and everything. But
you know how people start to look like our dogs? Well, S there is sporting very Cristobal-esque haircut. And buddy,
whoa.
Need some fucking game? Need some fucking game? Huh? You lose your focus, you give the other guy a chance to fire, you're dead! Kill! It's the only word I want in your fucking head. Kill.
God. I mean, he's teaching him how to be a good hitman. This isn't good morally, but he's being a good teacher in what he is teaching. As bad as that is.
Your story is that your father was abducted and replaced by aliens?
That's what happened.
I'm having a little trouble with
We're done.
And
You got
yeah,
it?
she could have said it there.
I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything. When we went and had dinner with Sam, you asked how his son was, and you thanked him for paying the bill.
Yeah. So what? I don't know. I was being polite.
No, I get it. I'm just asking. Okay, in this you say, I don't ever want to see you again, right?
But then we just
But
did.
then he asked us out to dinner, and you seemed pretty down for it, and I was surprised.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to upset you. Listen, but do you understand what I'm saying? I'm just trying to understand where this
I
is
think she
coming from.
really needs to confront this, though.
He beat the shit out of me. I mean, he nearly fucking choked me to death, but I didn't. I mean, I think I curled into bed with him afterwards. And I think that I held him. I mean, I might have even said I love you, for fuck's sake. I mean, I didn't tell him to fucking choke on fucking anything. And then, I mean, eventually, yeah, I left. But I mean, he was asleep.
Conscious.
You left. Yeah, you left. That's what's. That's
Yeah,
what's
that is
important.
absolutely the most
I mean, in
important
the
thing.
beginning, it was kind of okay, like for a year, maybe. I mean, I stayed. You know, I wrote it like this because if I don't do it this way, then how do I explain to people that I just, like ran away?
I mean, that's strong in its own way.
What, you mean like lie?
It's not a lie. You said yourself. You said you're a strong person. You know, Star Wars didn't happen, and that's a rad movie.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen it, but like, I get what he's saying.
Just because you're in this class doesn't mean that you can't have secrets.
Yeah, you don't need to.
You know,
Need to put it all. I think she needs to confront this herself, but that doesn't mean that she has to make what she's putting on 100% realistic. Just to see what it's meant to.
I'm an actor. You're Sally Reed. And you stood up to Sam. Yes, you did. It's okay.
This character of yourself has.
No.
So
Fucked up. Now we're out of options.
he's still working on it. I guess because, yeah, it's still like,
control the
he doesn't have an option. He was bluffing
Just get him
then.
here, get him talking, and I'll do the rest.
I cannot even see what this is. Hold on, I gotta turn my fucking subtitles off. What? What? What the fuck is that?
Good speech in them. Eric recommended Samuel Jackson's speech from Deep
What
Blue
the
Sea, but
fuck
he gets
is
eaten by
that?
a shark midway through it, so I don't really want to do that one. And there's
What?
Independence Day.
Get him here.
What?
That's what that says.
Get him here.
Thunder on that. I just feel like they
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. The address, yeah, let me
No,
find
it's
the
already
address.
done.
I'm at the Hollywood Palmview Hotel. It's near Universal, and the address is the address is 10729 Vineland Avenue.
Wow, how are you this pathetic? I do think that Fuchs is gonna do the right thing in the end. Okay.
Leo? Dad, hey.
Wow.
And to
Came
what
back?
do I owe this pleasure?
You made an effort.
He did, even if it was overcompensating and he was, you know, in the wrong way, he did at least make some sort of effort.
Dad, you airdropped me a picture of you shirtless in front of a mirror.
That's because I was being fitted for a shirt, and they wanted to see my, You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you my cell phone number right now. You ready?
You're a coward, Sam. You are
You know, you're a fucking prick, man.
All right.
Yeah.
And don't forget, I
Fuck
fucked her
off.
first. I got it when that shit was tight.
What a fucking prick. Oh, he's seething. He is seething. God, this music.
You just hit me for the last time, Sam.
And I got something, and I want to give it to you before I leave.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up the torch, dude.
I can't! God. Why can't I pick it up?
Because you're terrible.
Yep, for the
Sam sucks.
You suck, dude. Oh my God, welcome to Zombie.
Barry.
I totally understand why you were concerned about my show and me using your name and stuff, and I promise to be respectful of that. Okay?
Thanks.
Fuck off,
Take care.
dude. Like, people can change,
So you
but
won't
still.
do the play then?
Yeah, it's like,
No,
people can
I'm-
change, but it doesn't fucking matter.
I'm doing
yeah,
the play,
she's still gonna do it.
Sam.
Barry, put the gun away, dude. Wait a
What part
second.
of I have a family do you not understand?
Oh, this is. Oh my God. Barry!
Way, just like before. Tell everyone how you kicked my ass or something. Everyone's the hero of their own story, right? Lying bitch.
Thank God. You almost fucking killed her, dude. Idiot! God, I was too much rage. Too much rage letting it.
Hey, Barry, we're both alphas. I understand.
No, it's not really good. Look, when I get angry, I don't like who I become.
Barry, this is becoming a little frustrating. You finally open up to me. You tell me this great story about shooting a sheep fucker. And then all of a sudden, you don't want to do it. So you start talking about our friend Albert. Then you leave that, and all of a sudden, it devolves into some kind of Braveheart bullshit. For the love of God, Barry, would you pick one horse and ride it? Now,
he's got a point there from his
happened with
perspective.
Albert?
Yeah. I would like to know.
You look at me differently.
I promise you, I will not look at you differently. What happened?
Is that going to be true? I feel like he's going to look at him differently, as is always the case.
What are you doing? Barry, no! What the fuck are you doing? Why? He's fucking shot out! Barry, stop! It's not the guy! What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you fucking
So he just shot some innocent guy.
on the roof, you fucking psycho!
Then they sent me to a hospital in Germany. And,
Because he just saw the
family
guy
friend
rushing.
pulled some strings and got me discharged.
Oh my god. So that's why he was discharged.
So here's my advice. You never tell that story again as long as you live, because basically, you killed somebody, and you got away with it.
This is what I don't want to tell you. This is why I don't want to tell you, because you're going to look at me differently. You're going to look at me like I'm a murderer, like I'm a violent piece of
Barry,
shit.
listen to me.
It was an accident, though. Like, I mean, if he was in a regular state of mind, sure. But at the same time,
I was terrible to this son.
it was a
I was
horrible
I was
accident.
selfish. And there's nothing I can do to change that. But I don't want to be that guy anymore. And I pray that human beings can change their nature. Because if we can't, then you and I are in deep trouble. You didn't beat that guy up, did you? You came here. We're talking about your feelings instead of acting out your feelings.
Exactly.
I promise you, we're gonna work through this.
Oh, I'm glad he actually is getting a father figure, and he's getting, you know, his actual son, but he's also, you know.
Fuchs! Barry? Hey, what are you doing up there?
Oh my god.
I can't find something. Hey, I gotta tell you something.
You can't find something?
Now?
He's trying to, okay, yeah, he's still trying to cover.
Wait. No.
Oh my god.
Fuchs! Hey,
That
you're
was
not gonna
so
believe
good.
this. The best thing happened. It's amazing. He said, I can change my nature. Do you know what that means?
I know.
That means that I can own all this stuff that we've been talking about. All these things that I don't like about myself, that I can own them and they don't define me. That means, like, look, you know what happened in the war, what we do together, even the things I don't like about myself that I regret, like killing Moss. I don't have to live with that regret anymore. I can move past it. I'm not a violent piece of shit, is what I'm saying.
Barry should have just been listening.
Hey, Barry.
He fucking tried his hardest.
Sit down, Berkman.
I mean, without giving himself away, at least.
I know that was you on the lipstick cam.
This guy, I feel like you could
Moss was
sneeze
on
on him
you.
and kill him now.
Tape's off. So, it's just you and me. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do this. You thought of everything, so there's nothing left to do. It's time.
He's gonna kill him.
Time's come.
That's like what he's trying to
It's all
do.
worked out, so yeah, you went over it and over it. And so now's the time.
Hey, Loach, don't do anything stupid.
Shut up! Do you have any idea what it's like to fucking love somebody and have some motherfucker come along and take them away from you? Do you?
So okay, they were in a relationship. I figured.
I'm sorry about Janice.
Moss?
Huh?
That's Ronnie Broxton. He's fucking my wife. You get rid of him. All of this goes away.
What?
What?
What? why he didn't want May to come with him. I still don't know why Janice said sorry to him. I still don't. That's the one part where I keep thinking, like, maybe they had some sort of secret relationship, and then, you know, she just said fuck it and went with Gene. But, like, that seems so unlikely. But I don't know why she would say sorry to him. I don't know. Oh my god. So that was the what? Okay. Holy shit. Louch is... I mean, of course that's where his mind would go. He is so pathetic. He's so crazy. He didn't give one shit about Moss at all. I thought they were playing him straight, but nope, they were not. He is just this sack of shit. Absolute sack of shit. All he wanted this for was just to kill his fucking wife's boyfriend. And I mean, the fucking quinceañeras, like, we've been setting up this storyline for so long, and I thought it was just this weird B plot to just set up how he's so pathetic. But, holy crap. But okay, so Barry will be fine. He's not gonna kill Barry, and Fuchs isn't going to jail. Fuchs is now, like, on really good terms with Barry and might be a good character, might not be an awful, horrible person anymore. Might be able to be the emotional connection with Barry, a sort of best friend. Even though it would be nice if Hank could have that, but that's never going to actually happen. Okay, so everything with Sam that happened to this episode, like, there was very, very good episode just talking about domestic abuse and everything in general. The fact that, like, one from last episode to this episode, everything from the fact that, you know, a lot of times the victims can lie to themselves and say that it happened one way when it didn't actually happen that way, and Sally has been obsessing about playing all these weak women characters because deep down she knows that she is also like that in her own life. But then like, they're considering that to be weak when just leaving in any way at all is incredibly a strong thing to do. That is so difficult to leave that kind of relationship. It is incredibly dangerous in doing that alone, whether they were unconscious or not, because the fear is always still that they're going to find you and keep coming after you. And as we see, he could have at any time. It's not like she went under witness protection or anything. She had the strength to leave and set up a new life and, you know, be confident in herself that she could handle it if he ever came back or anything. Which, clearly, I don't know, she actually was able to. She was able to tell him, go fuck yourself, I'm doing the play, I don't give a shit about what you think, it's fucking happening. So, she got to have that moment in some way. And yeah, I think this is a really good message to have, that, you know, even doing that is strong in its own way, and that, you know, you can use that in your, you know, in being an actor. A lot of actors use their pain through that, and you don't have to have it be exactly how it happened. We saw that with the Afghanistan story as well. It doesn't have to be exactly how it happened. You can embellish it a little bit for an audience because you know how it happened, and as long as you have come to terms with it and you accepted it and everything like that, you don't have to have the audience know everything. You can still keep your secrets. You can still dramatize it, you know. I completely agree with that message. I don't think it has to be real. Like, having him, put that anger into his, the army that he's teaching, is good solely for getting the job done so he doesn't have to do it anymore. Like, we want this to be over as fast as possible, so the more he can get this beaten into their heads, the better. Even if he's creating an army of horrible, amoral, just kill monsters, you know, it's better for him. Just again, Fuchs is a fascinating character. From season 1, I was like, we're gonna have to deal with him. We might even have to kill him. You know, Fuchs has gotta die. Fuchs has gotta be not in the series anymore. He's way too toxic for Barry, but now, I don't know. He could be the only one that helps Barry have he's really the only one who Barry can talk about this stuff with. Gene's son, we're getting a storyline connected there. That's going farther. Maybe hopefully they'll have a good relationship and Gene won't absolutely ruin it. I'm glad that Gene and Barry are also having a relationship together, as a sort of father-son-like relationship, because they both really need that, especially with Barry not having someone like Fuchs this whole season. And yeah, fuck, dude, that Afghanistan story was... like, that shit happens, though. That shit happens all the fucking time. On both sides. I mean, shit just fucking happened recently. But, I mean, I don't want to get into that too much. But, yeah, I mean, as fucked as it is, a lot of times it's an accident. But also, plenty of other times, like this, a lot of times it can be chalked up to incompetence and everything like that. But I don't want to say that this is incompetence, because we know Barry's not incompetent. It's not like he missed a shot, you know, or something like that. Like, he did storm in there and go after that guy. That was an anger problem. That was a person problem, rather than a, you know, misfire or, you know, something like that. But... yeah, I'm glad that Gene is not, like, looking at him any differently, though. Or he is, but not in a, like, worse way, in a better way. They're connected together much stronger now. And I'm not sure what Fuchs' plan was out there on the balcony. I don't know what he thought he was going to do there, but he is way too fat for that. Whatever he thought was going to happen is... no. That ending scene... I keep thinking he's gonna have to go on the run. They keep playing with it. I keep thinking it's gonna happen, but no. Now we gotta, again, every single person Barry just gets encountered. It's like a real job where he just keeps getting thrown more and more and more on his plate. He can't get out of it. He's just getting more and more and more thrown on. Upper management is getting pissed, man. They gotta kill somebody else now. Gotta kill a new one. Well, I'll see you for our next hit. Until then, get the fuck out of here.